There's a tendency in ministry to have your spiritual condition, your maturity, redefined subtly by ministry. There's an assumption of maturity that may not be there. My maturity becomes more defined by my knowledge and my skill than it is by the reality of my life. I can't tell you how many leadership groups have said to me, we made grand assumptions about our pastor that were not true. We realized we hired a man we didn't know. Because the level of that man's maturity of his heart, the condition of his heart, was assumed because of his knowledge, assumed because of his skill, assumed because of his experience. I was out west for a ministry weekend, and I got a call as I was approaching the weekend by one of the leaders of the church that we really need to meet with you. If there's any way you can give us an hour or so, I knew what I was about to hear. I've been through it enough. Senior pastor, bright, gifted man, in the exciting years of his ministry, walked in that Monday, looked at his fellow leaders. They had a debrief meeting on Monday and said, "I'm done. I can't preach another sermon. I can't bear the burdens anymore." If I were to be honest, all I want to do is leave my wife and go off and be by myself. There's no adultery involved. It wasn't that. Now here's what was shocking about that. Nobody around him had any idea. No one. Again I say unto you, no one knew. And they're saying, who is this man? How could this happen? We have got to understand that it's impossible for anybody in leadership of any kind, of ministry of any kind, who doesn't desperately need every piece of truth they are doling out to everyone else. There is no such thing in the Church of Jesus Christ as a grace graduate. No such thing. Everyone in ministry is a person in the middle of their own sanctification. Everyone in ministry is plagued by indwelling sin. And the minute you begin to forget that, the minute you think in ministry that you are essentially morally, spiritually different than the people to whom you minister, you're a person in grave spiritual danger. You're not different. You're not different. You're not different. I'm not different. The minute you're capable of sitting and listening to someone else teach or preach, and you sit there thinking, I'm glad so-and-so is in the room, you're a person in trouble. The minute you can't listen to preaching or teaching yourself because you're critiquing the manner of the sermon, you're critiquing the theology, you're critiquing the exegesis, and you're not sitting there with an open, receptive heart, you're a person who's forgotten who you are. Because you've lost your hunger. You've lost your neediness. You've lost desperation and expectancy and brokenness and approachability.